for today's cup of coffee. This has been a cumbersome cup. It's been a bitter cup.
The bitter cup.
Oh, we went through the whole thing, listened to the audio, and it was horrid.
It was bad.
So had to sit here for about an hour.
Yeah.
And I've probably got where kids are going to peg, but it was a matter of trying to figure out what the hell I was doing.
It's all right. It's been a struggle bus. We've been the passengers on this bus, but it's okay.
We are, as far as paradigmness.
We made it through.
It's paradigmness, so it is.
But we made it through.
It started the other night with the disappearing dish soap.
I think it started a while ago.
I think it started years ago, but anyhow, weirdest damn thing. I had a bottle of Dawn dishwashing liquid. That is not what I use to wash dishes. I use one of these that's scent-free, dye-free, and everything like that because, damn, I'd be delicate. Can't you tell?
Had an inch of soap left.
Yeah, I mean, there was quite a bit. Because it's like if you've got grease stains in your clothing or whatever, you can put some of that on it and it takes it out. It works remarkably well. So, and I had wondered for several weeks, and I thought, well, maybe kids using it for something or whatever, because the level kept going down and down and down.
Like the inch?
Uh-huh. Oh, this was the whole time since we've had it.
Well, yeah, I do use it, so...
Okay, so I wasn't totally mistaken on that. But he's right. We had about an inch of soap left in the bottle.
Yeah.
And so I got up the next day, and there was no soap in the bottle. It was dry.
Yeah, now that inch of soap that was left in the bottle, I did not touch that.
And I had asked him about it, and he's like... He had no clue. And you know what? I don't even think, usually when you use a bottle of soap, there's still some around the, the rim and everything like that.
Yes.
There was none. I mean, it looked like the bottle had been washed.
Washed?
I mean, it wasn't even any residue left in it. And I thought...
That doesn't make sense. There should have been residue left in it.
It made no sense. And so, kid does have a tendency every now and then to finish something... a product and leave the packaging sitting. I don't know why, but he does that.
I collect packaging because I will use it at a later date. I just don't have a place to put it at that moment.
And so
it stays in that
I asked him about
spot.
that. And I'm like, why didn't you throw away the empty thing? He had no idea. He thought I had used it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm usually pretty good about throwing empty things away.
Because it's either I use it for like dishes that are really hard to clean that I'm washing, or we use it for stains and such like that.
So it's another one of those mystery things that has happened here at the house. We have no clue. None. Just weirdness. So today it was technical difficulty, weirdness.
Well, I had the fucking candle, like Catholic candle thrown at me down Elijah's.
Well, I'm telling you, it's one of those things.
Big brothers.
Y'all dragged that up here on the soles of your shoes.
I wiped it off.
Well,
I wiped my feet off.
Anyhow, that's why we sound a little bit frustrated, because the first time we did this, it was an excellent discussion. We're hoping to have another excellent discussion, but when you have to redo and redo, that kind of sort of takes the wind out of your sails.
Yeah.
But anyhow, what we're going to do is a movie review. Now, spoiler alert, big time. We really want everybody to go and watch this. If you haven't seen it, or if it's been a while since you saw this movie, watch it again.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of things that you may pick up on it that you did before. It did. It came out the year before Kid was born.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to see this in the theater. I do remember the movie trailer on TV. And, but it had been so many years, because Kid's one of these who watch a movie. What's going on? What's happening? What's going to happen next? Watch the movie and find out. I told him I didn't remember it enough to have been able to have told him. And I wouldn't have told him even if I did remember. But we're going to be discussing Dark City.
Dark City.
And
it's a good movie.
Rufus, I think it's...
goes in depth with a lot of shit.
Sewell, I think it's Sewell,
I think it's Seawolf. I don't know.
has Kiefer Sutherland, Jennifer Connelly, who played in Labyrinth,
Yeah.
and William Hurt. William Hurt has done some really good stuff.
At a certain point, she looks like a dark Gotham Jessica Rabbit in it.
She does.
She does not sing like one.
There are lots of elements in here that will remind you or reminded me of other movies and such.
Mm-hmm.
There was elements of The Matrix in there.
Yeah.
Because we don't have internet still, I wasn't able to go back and see when these other movies were made. But also Hellraiser.
Sorry, yawn. That sudden yawn. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Been a long day. I've been busy.
Yeah.
Cenobites. They look like the fucking Cenobites from Hellraiser. They really do.
And
the tall,
even
like,
as far
lanky...
as there were some elements of Dune.
Notice how they look very similar to the Men in Black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. As far as except for the hats. The Hat Man is another thing that could come to mind on this.
That too.
The episode from Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
mm-hmm.
where they stole their voices. Those characters. I mean, the bad guys in this are really, really creepy.
Yeah.
And basically what it is, we find out that it is this alien jellyfish-looking thing with teeth, almost like a lamprey. And they had hive mind. And the humans that they had they obviously had been abducted.
Mm-hmm.
And they had stolen their memories.
Yeah, which is freaky as shit. Completely wiped them.
Yeah.
Like their original memories.
Yeah. And Kiefer Sutherland, he was some kind of psychologist or whatever, and he ended up mixing memories. He would take bits and pieces from different things, literally mix them in a vial, and inject them into people.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that these people knew was a lie.
Yeah.
And
scary. Some scary shit.
That the bad guys, I'm sure they had a name. I have no idea what their title was at this point in the night. That every so often at midnight, they would totally rearrange the city.
Yeah, I think they called it like tuning or
something. I think was what it. But I mean the actual beings. I don't know that they had a name. And so people would go to sleep because they had been programmed. What was it? Implanted. That's what they called it.
Mm-hmm.
And at midnight, they would just go to sleep. Then certain ones, they would put new memories, which meant new lives. They would go in, rearrange their surroundings, everything like that.
Yeah.
Just total recreate everything. Which is really screwed up if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the main character, what was it? His name was John. Well, I then forgot what the other part of John was. The implant didn't take on him. He woke up during the procedure at one point.
Don't remember the main character.
John Murdoch.
Yeah,
that was
Murdoch.
who it was. And
Murdoch, because gorillas.
Yeah.
Murdoch. Damn.
So somehow he had developed the ability that these beings did, which was that he could tune.
Yeah.
Which is creating his reality. And that was something only they could do. But when he had woke up from this procedure, he had no memory. He didn't know who he was. Nothing. And so, but they were trying to get him to be implanted again. Mm-hmm. He was very much a threat to the jellyfish creatures.
Yes.
The reason that they looked like people, they had taken over the bodies of the dead, they did say. And they had this one that was a kid.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, it was evil. Why is it that when you've got evil kids as characters, they're particularly worse?
Because the kids themselves are creepy.
Sometimes. It depends on the kid.
And it bit his fucking finger, and I would have smacked him like a fly.
It did. But
smacked him like a roach.
Within this movie, that memories we know for real are not always accurate.
Yeah. Berenstain Bears.
Well, that's
The Mandela effect.
But within this, how do we know what we think we know? Do we truly remember what we think we remember? Have we lived what we think we have lived?
Is our past actually
It's
past?
a total mind fuck when you really get to dissecting this movie.
It really is, honestly.
And Murdoch, one of the ways that he knew something massive was going on, there was this place, it was called Shell Beach.
Yeah.
And he would ask these people, how do you get to Shell Beach? And they couldn't remember. None of them could remember.
None of them knew.
And because it was when you ask them a pointed question about the past,
Mm-hmm.
then it sort of freaked them out because they knew that they didn't know. They thought they knew, but they truly did not know.
Yep.
So it's just this
Then they go down a
quest
spiral.
for John Hurt's character, William Hurt's character was a detective. He was a police officer, and he wanted to know the truth. And so in their quest to find Shell Beach, they broke through this wall, and there was nothing. They were in space. There was nothing on the other side.
Yeah. Just floating.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah.
Space.
So it's beautiful cinematography. The set design is great because they had said that they had taken bits of memory from different eras. So really good stuff.
Yeah.
Jennifer Connelly cannot sing worth a big damn.
No.
That's painful.
It hurt. Oh, God, it hurt.
But yeah, she does have this essence of Jessica Rabbit, which
Yeah.
is weird. Kiefer Sutherland's character as the doctor, you're like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I think his character could have been wrote better.
I think it could have been acted better. But now when he actually implanted memories in John Murdoch of these beings and how to combat them, and Kiefer's character ended up in the memories as being the teacher, and he did explain that.
Yeah.
And that was when Kiefer at his best, which is him doing his acting. I don't know why there was that disconnect, but there was.
He's not a good character actor, basically.
Maybe. Damn, he was good in Lost Boys, though. He was pretty back in the day. He really was.
Is that really character acting, though? Is
Well,
that just
I
him
don't
being a
know.
badass?
I don't know. But they did sort of, with Murdoch's ability to tune, he was able to defeat the bad guys, the jellyfish peoples, send them flying, including Evil Kid, which was great.
Yeah.
And that he had been told that he could recreate this world as he wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Creating your own reality.
Right. The jellyfish things, they didn't like sun, so it was always night.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't like water. So there was no beach because there was no ocean. So that was something that Murdoch did, was he created an ocean, and then he created the beach.
Yes.
And then sunrise, sunset. And there towards the end, it's like, it honestly was a depiction of flat Earth. Which sort of freaked me out. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's a sphere, folks. It truly is a sphere.
We are on a sphere, but who's to say there isn't some other humans out there on a version of Earth
that very well
that's
could
flat?
be. Because it was this giant spaceship.
Yeah.
You know, that they were these aliens that had come and just... It was a huge
Because
experiment
it's literally a city on a plate.
with humans. Yeah. Yeah. So...
With a ship under it.
Yeah. That was it. And it's like where he had the oceans, then literally you could have gone to the end of the ocean and fallen off the edge.
Yeah. They broke out the wall and a couple did.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess the ocean was kind of like a moat around the city,
Mm-hmm.
if you think of it that way. But
Yeah.
it's a very thought-provoking movie. We got the director's cut, and it has Robert Ebert in
Yeah.
it, and for him to explain how that it did not do well in the box office, but that it has stood the test of time, and that is true. It's
Yeah.
not a perfect movie. For some people, they may think it's a little slow on some things, but it's really not. If you stop and ponder it, it's not one of these action adventure where, shoot 'em up, all that stuff type thing.
Nah, you gotta think about it.
You have to really think about it a
You
lot.
can't just sit there and shallow and just smooth brain it. You gotta you gotta dig in those wrinkles
But
and
later
those
on,
brain folds.
later on, we will go back and listen to the commentary, or I will go back and listen to the commentary on it. And just really cool stuff. We do urge everyone to watch this.
Yeah.
When we get internet back, feel free to share comments, all that good stuff.
Yes.
This has been epic. I mean, it was ridiculous a few days ago, but now it has become epic.
Yeah.
Final
It's okay.
thoughts on Dark City, kid.
Good movie. Go watch it. Plug your ears when she starts singing.
Yeah, just sort of fast forward through that part.
Just mute it.
Yeah. And why is
It's all right. The first song you can it's all right. It's
and there
tolerable. The second, nah.
one of
Nah,
the things
fam.
that annoyed me,
And that's it.
I actually did watch, I can't remember why I watched those Twilight things. I don't, but I did.
You watch the
But
Twilight
it's like
movies.
that girl that was the main character in those things. It's like, damn, it's like a fish. She couldn't close
She
her
had
mouth.
one face
That was it.
for each movie.
It was that confused open mouth.
And the
drooling
and the
face.
few times she did smile, it was like, oh, she smiled.
And it's like Jennifer Connelly in
It looked
Dark
unnatural.
City is another one. She can't close her mouth. It's just that tooth showing thing all the time. And I'm like, you're going to catch flies, honey. It's
Her
like,
mouth ain't
close your
agape.
mouth.
It's just, you just see the teeth. You just
It's
see the two
just
front teeth, and that's pretty
all
much
the
it.
time. All the time.
It's a sultry look. That's what it is.
It's not sultry. That's not sultry. That's like I said, you expect a little, little spittle coming out of the corner.
A little jewel.
Just
A little brain damage with a little.
Oh, God. So, like I said, there are certain things.
Maybe
like that
what
you
is
can
that?
make
Brain
fun of
fluid
during
coming
it.
seeping out of the ears.
A little bit of amniotic
Coming out of the ears there.
fluid. Yeah,
What is that? Spinal fluid?
Cerebrospinal. It's like not
Cerebral
amniotic.
fluid.
It's cerebrospinal.
Yeah.
It's been a long damn day. So, you can send us email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And if you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, really do want to hear your comments about Dark City. May take me a day or two to reply,
Yeah.
because that's just how things are going right now. Yeah.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. I got a notification right now. We got a notification.
That notification is
For shut down soon.
because that's what we're watching DVDs on, is his Xbox.
Yeah.
And we're grateful for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, know that you're loved.
Yes.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye.